What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So as y'all know, we did end up getting the World Improvements trailer yesterday for the Crew Motorfest. Now, I did want to make a quick video about this and talk about this a bit because I do gotta admit it does look really great, and I think it is going to be a big improvement. But at the same time, I also have to give my honest thoughts on some of this stuff, though. So we're all going to see in the beginning of this video, basically right away, that you're probably going to see the island part. It is then going to have a thing that basically goes over like an empty field area with some roads. And what's funny though is I did end up pausing the video and stuff, looking at this area a bit and really analyzing it. And I am pretty sure basically every house over there looks exactly the same. And one thing I did end up doing with this though is I kind of wanted to zoom in a bit and pause this and really look at it. And you can kind of tell that most of the roofs do look exactly the same on these houses. What's funny though is it is going to remind me of another place in this, which is going to be Iwa here on the map. That is going to be located right over here if you guys are wondering, very close by to Honolulu. Also bear with me though because I still have allergies, so my voice might sound a bit off here, but either way guys, if you head over to Iwa here, pretty close by to the Lamborghini event, basically right next to Ford Island here on the map, you guys will notice that well, most of the houses right here are also going to be exactly the same. Now, I'm not saying this is going to be bad or like I'm hating on it, but you can definitely tell they basically wanted to fill this in, make sure it doesn't look empty and stuff. And you're probably going to notice that in the new neighborhood that is coming as well. Now, I did also want to show you guys this as well. I'm sure people might be wondering exactly where this said location is that they did end up having in the beginning of this video, like the new neighborhood and also the big hotel. That is going to be located right in this general area here. Funny part is if you actually zoom in, you can see the same part of the road that was in the video, and you're also going to see the main highway part, or like the bridge of the four things here, that is also seen in that. So the funny part is, guys, when looking at this, I gotta admit, you can legitimately tell something. This entire road network here, which I never noticed before because it really never dawned on me back then, it really does look like a really weird part of the map that you could tell something should be there, but it isn't. Like, look at this road. It legit goes around a circle with absolutely nothing. You can kind of go, well, yeah, I could see like an entire neighborhood being over in this area, so it kind of makes sense. That's also something I was thinking about, like maybe they wanted to add it, they couldn't, so now they're going to be adding it around 4 or 5 months after the update. I'm guessing this was all going to be planned, probably should have been in there, but maybe it wasn't completely finished. But yes, this is the area here. And then right after that, though, in the next part of the video, you're also then going to see the huge hotel that's also going to be added. And then you're going to see the surrounding fields and areas that are empty, also having buildings and stuff in them. This was something I found pretty interesting because, again, looking at the area here, you are going to notice most of the fields are empty over here, also in this area. You're then going to notice there's basically a whole lot of nothing over here. And luckily now the daytime part is coming out, so it's going to be much easier to show this. But if you guys are wondering though, basically right here is going to be the new hotel. We're then going to have these empty fields are also now going to have buildings in them. So yeah, it's not going to feel like a bunch of empty fields and stuff. There's going to be buildings. You're also then going to notice even this area is going to be updated with something located here as well. Now looking at this in the daytime again though, this entire area is going to be the big neighborhood. And I gotta admit, looking at this really does kind of make you go, yeah, I could see it. This definitely needed something more in there, like it does look a bit empty, almost like they had the roads in there, but maybe everything else wasn't done, I could see it. Either way though, at least this is now going to be filled in, making it feel a tad more alive and stuff, and I do feel like it's going to be a pretty nice addition. I also gotta admit, by the way, when looking at this, like I am happy they are adding this entire new thing over to this part of the map, but also part of me kind of goes, well, yeah, this is cool, people will enjoy it, but I feel like it's going to be the type of thing you drive by, look at, and then that's basically it. But hey, at least we are going to be getting some of these areas filled in, but I gotta say it though, I feel like some of that probably should have already been in here. Besides that though, when going through the video more, you're then going to notice something like a new piece of like a monument. Maybe it's going to be like a statue type of thing. Maybe it's a piece of art or something, basically by the big bridge going over to Maui and stuff. It is going to look kind of cool. I'm not sure if it's going to be made for like a light or something. We're then going to have a big waterfall that's now going to be insanely colorful. At least when it does come to nighttime anyway, I'm interested to see what it does look like in daytime. but I'm going to guess and say it might not be looking all that different. Probably nighttime aspects is probably what they were aiming for. Similar to like the big lake in the next part, they do end up showing all the lights and stuff in it, which again, I'm probably going to guess and say similar to the waterfall, it's most likely going to be a nighttime thing they were aiming for to at least make it look a lot better. We're then going to have like a Motorfest tower after that, which I would say is pretty self-explanatory. We're then going to see it looks like they are adding more things to the map itself, probably like another monument type of thing. You see the fireworks going up. You see like the M above it showing you that we're in the Motorfest grounds or like the festival type of thing. You're then going to see like the circular thing for Maui that's going to show more festive stuff, kind of like dressing up the entire area, making it a bit more interesting. Again, you're also going to see more fireworks. After that, they add like this weird, I guess you could say, platform thing. They look like triangles as car goes over it. Kind of like something they're adding into the field. Maybe this can be used in races, which is what I'm hoping for, because that is definitely going to be needed. I really think it would be great to see it. And then after that, in the next part, it looks like he's driving by like another Motorfest tent. Maybe it's a new one, maybe it's the same one. Only time is going to tell on that stuff. But that is basically going to do it for the entire World Improvements trailer. So here's the thing, guys. I think this is going to be great, but it also does make me think about a few other things. For one, we all do know the big Season 6 update is legit around the corner. What is it, like 2.5 weeks away or something like that? We are very close to it. Might even be a little bit less than that. But either way, though, we are legit about to have the big Red Bull update, which there is a few things I'm really hoping for. One of which I would love to see is going to be new and also better events added into the game. This is needed so dang bad, guys. I think everybody does agree at this point. If we only get one playlist, it's going to be hard to get a big variety of events. This is something I feel like really should be the big focus here. Don't get me wrong, I think the world improvements are dope, like they're adding houses and stuff. They're changing around one of the areas in Maui, that's dope. But I also feel like at the same time, I'm like, why are they focusing on something like this where there is definitely bigger issues in this game that should be the priority? I'm sure everyone probably does know where I'm coming from. On top of that, with the big Red Bull update, there better be new tracks in this, guys, at least 2 of them. And as I did end up mentioning in old videos, this is also going to be very simple to do. Legit just copy the drift events you did end up doing on Oahu, that way they're floating or something, and you can add a few of them into the update to make this really interesting. I swear if we do end up going and having events on the regular track on Oahu, I am most likely going to rant, not even kidding. Really, it's frustrating because I feel like there's so much potential in this stuff, but they seem to be focusing on the wrong things, at least from what I have been noticing. And the thing is, though, looking at the trailer for the world improvements, it really makes me go, well, yeah, this is dope, but I also feel like at the same time, these things probably should have been on the map itself, but it most likely wasn't finished to be in there. So now they're going to add this into like a later update. It makes sense, but it really does frustrate me so much, guys, because I know Season 6 is around the corner. Everybody's expecting so much, and at this point, it really does have to be so dang great because let's be real, Forza is around the corner. I really want Motorfest to be great, but currently I feel like some of the decisions really is insanely confusing to me. Do let me know what y'all think about this in the comments below. What do you guys think about the world improvements? I think it is dope, but I gotta admit, I feel like it's a really weird thing to be focusing on. Everybody wants more events, people want PvP stuff added, and instead they're going to be fixing a neighborhood on the corner of Maui, man. Like, what? Really is confusing. But again, let me know what y'all think about this stuff in the comments below.